Hi Scorpio, Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Rising, and Scorpio Moon. Welcome to your Tarot Video Scope for November 2020 by LightWorker. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. November is going to be another important month. We do have an eclipse coming up, and we also had 2 full moons in October. The energy is going to shift yet again. Planetary movements are going to be very important. And on top of that, November is also going to be a very karmic month. A whole karmic cycle is coming to an end to allow for a whole new karmic cycle to begin. And you are going to be able to feel that at a personal level, but also globally. For that reason, November is the perfect month to learn how to clear your energy fields, how to clear your aura, how to clear for a situation, how to clear for chakras, how to protect yourself psychically. And for those of you who are interested, I am organizing a workshop about energy clearing. The workshop is going to be online on Zoom, November 7, 2020. For those of you who are interested, you have questions, or you would like to participate in this online workshop, please email me directly at lightworker@gmail.com. The energy exchange for this energy clearing workshop is $300. So again, either email me directly with the title workshop at lightworker@gmail.com or visit my website www.lightworker.com. Thank you very much for allowing me to say this here. And also, as always, for those of you who would like to know more, I made a whole new reading for your sign and for each sign of the zodiac that is available for download and purchase through Vimeo.com. For those of you who are interested, the link for the Vimeo link is down here below, and also in the show more description box. Or if you like a third additional reading for your sign and for each sign of the zodiac, you could click the join button right here next to the subscribe. So now, Scorpio, focusing on your reading, the general feeling that I am picking up for you has to deal with a certain sense of happiness and being content. Good luck in terms of money, wealth and prosperity, having to deal with an emotional situation, having to deal with a health related circumstance, but I also have the sense that these are all whatever anxiety you may have or whatever situation may present itself. In November, you are also surrounded by good luck to overcome it. So a great deal of good luck in whatever you are doing, and even in certain business endeavors and directly connected to your finances. Now let's break this down one by one. The first card is the Nine of Cups. To me, it means happiness, generosity, hospitality, giving and receiving, giving or receiving support from a friend, something to support your soul, a wish fulfillment, emotional abundance, feeling content. Certain healing process is now coming to an end. For those of you who had some sort of surgical intervention, some aches or pains in the body, or maybe you simply went through a diet, now that is coming to an end, or whatever this is that you had to put your body through, now it's coming to an end, because for some of you, you are going to receive some good news in terms of your healing. I have a sense that for some of you, you may still be struggling with some aches and pains that may be affecting your feet, your knees, but this could be just like nothing more that needs just a simple massage and relaxation. You are going to go back to something that feels very familiar to you. Maybe you haven't been at a spa in such a long time. You may be going back to it. You are going to be dealing with an offer that in some ways maybe it's connected to something in your past, someone in your past, where you could be getting an offer that is going to make you very happy indeed. Could be about a job. Maybe you had an old profession, you have a job offer to go back to it, or an old job. Maybe you used to live somewhere and you have an invitation to go live there again. Family members, relatives may be inviting you over, and maybe you haven't done that in such a long time. So for some of you, a circumstance from the past is going to come back to reward you. If you had some sort of a business idea in motion that you have been working at it for a while, you may be receiving some good news about it. You could be reconnecting here with friends that you haven't seen in a long time, and also new friends. A lot of people are going to extend to you social invitations. People want to hear from you. You are going to feel at the center of attention for some reason. Very much you are going to be focusing on resting, replenishing your energy, making yourself happy, enjoying and your time, and enjoying yourself and having a good time. For some of you, it could be about a pregnancy. There's going to be some good news in connection to a pregnancy or even childbirth. You could be getting ready here, okay, to put a situation aside. I don't know whether you are going to be able to put that situation temporarily aside so that you have, time to enjoy yourself, or just to put it aside once and forever because it is interfering with your life. It is interfering with your joy and happiness. The next card that you have, it is another great card to have. This is the Ace of Pentacles. And I believe that this card showed up in other signs as well. New solid gain, new friend, new wealth, new prosperity. Being engaged, an engagement proposal. It also means marrying well. Marrying well, married to someone who is financially stable or financially well. For some of you Scorpios, the boosting your finances may be connected to a business partner that you may have. Maybe they're going to be the ones bringing more money into this business. During this time, you may be receiving news of a spouse that you have, or somebody else that you are in a domestic relationship with, or maybe you live together. Maybe they're going to get good news about their finances. They could be getting a job during this time. They may be getting a raise. Or money may show up through some form of an inheritance or through real estate, through buying and selling of real estate. You may be getting something back, something that you lost. This could be an opportunity that you thought that you lost. Could be an item, something that you thought that you lost in some ways is going to return to you. If you have been losing trust and faith in humanity, that's going to be restored. If you are losing faith and trust in God or in a person, that faith, that trust will be restored. You're going to have an opportunity here to spend some money towards something that is a significant life event for you. You may have to spend money on an engagement, a marriage, you may have to, or a wedding. You may have to spend money on getting a new home. You may have to spend some money for a business or a business idea to invest in some sort of a business or a business venture. I don't have a sense that you are going to be investing a lot of money, but whatever money you put in, you are not going to risk it all. And the advice is not to risk everything. Whatever amount of money you put in, you are going to get it back. You are about to receive some good news coming to you from people who live far, people who live at a distance. foreigners, foreign countries, something that has to deal with international travel, immigration, or citizenship matter. And if you are somebody who is married to a foreigner and maybe you were waiting for their paperwork to go through, something here will be approved. The next card that you have is the Three of Swords. Now, this is not such a great card. However, allow me to tell you the meaning of the card first, and then I will tune in to hear what my spiritual team has to tell you about this card. So, this is the card of heartache. It means heartache, pain from personal relationships, from love, from friends. It also means death of an idea, death of a project, and the old meaning of this card is a love triangle. I get a sense that for some of you, you may be having you may be suffering a little bit from feelings of rejection. You may be having certain symptoms like nausea, vomiting, headaches, feeling a little bit tired. And it could be in connection to whatever still needs to heal in your body, because for some of you, you may be recuperating from some form of illness. You could be very frightened a little bit because some of you may have to face the prospect of having surgery, or maybe someone that you love and care for, you are afraid for them that they may be going into surgery. Somebody is going to recommend that you go for some form of acupuncture, and you may be a little bit afraid of doing that. Some form of therapy that you are doing or that you could be doing in November is going to start to give results, but it's going to be painful. Could be acupuncture, could be physical therapy, could be psychoanalysis. For some of you, you may even go through some form of hypnosis, because maybe certain emotions are coming up, maybe old phobias, old fears, and this time around you are going to resort to new ways in handling them. It could be a little bit painful for you to hear about what is happening in the life of a loved one. It could be that maybe there is a circumstance with a sibling or with a parent coming up during this time, or even about a friend. Maybe they are suffering emotionally, financially, or in other ways. This is going to be a time where you are going to be waking up from being in denial. If there is a circumstance around you where anyone is cheating, is lying, is backstabbing you, is stealing in some ways, either somebody is going to come up and tell you about it, or the situation itself will unfold, so that you are going to see the truth and you are going to recognize who are your friends and who are not your friends, who are your supporters and who are not. Now, in terms of this new development here, you'll be happy, okay, and having some money, so something here is going very well. Not everybody is going to be too happy about it. And they may have to be critical, or maybe they are going to be they're going to try to harm you in some ways. So in whatever it's happening with your love life, whatever good news you have, or with your finances, try to keep a low key, because what I'm getting here is that jealous people are going to show up. Okay, people that you never expected, that maybe or maybe they are trying to convince you about something that they want you to do, or to manipulate you, or to change your opinion. You may start to feel a little bit abandoned in some ways, but for some of you, maybe you also need, in order for you to have that balance, it's okay to socialize, but you also have to go within, and you may also need some time alone to think, to contemplate, or even to analyze. I have a sense that, again, I'm getting something about childbirth again, even with this card. Even though this is not a card that directly says childbirth, I keep hearing the same message for you, Scorpios. You are going to leave behind a situation that was deeply emotionally hurting for you. You may have gone through a period of your life where you had a lot of emotional ups and downs, depression, recovering from a breakup of some sort. It feels like now you are going to come out of it. If anything negative comes up in November, I have a sense that maybe it's just a matter of time, a matter of weeks, a matter of days or weeks, but you are going to bounce back from it, at least, emotionally. But yet again, you have a lot also of financial support that will be available around you. This is going to feel to you like the storm right before everything gets better and the sun comes out again. So there's nothing that can happen in November that you cannot overcome it and make your life even better as a result. Pay attention to what your body pains and aches are telling you, because for some of you, maybe you need to change your day-to-day routine, how you take care of yourself. It could be, for example, I am a Scorpio rising, and this time last year I had to go through surgery. So for some of you, it could be just like a cycle of one health problem after another health problem may be coming to an end, but now you have to deal also with that emotional closure that you may need. The next card that you have is the Nine of Pentacles. To me, it means luck, money, solid gain, work, comfort, little by little creating your own little paradise, small indulgences. Sometimes this card also means receiving a good news about money, wealth. It represents sometimes a car, a house, a new office, and it also represents the proverbial golden watch that a person gets when they retire, a recognition and a reward through your hard work or from your hard work. You're going to have to be very persistent. And I have a sense that little by little, at the end of the month, you are going to end up making more money. An investment is now going to start to give some profit. A partnership of some kind. You may be in a situation where a new partnership idea may be presented to you. And maybe you haven't heard from this person in such a long time, but now whatever situations about partnerships may be showing up for you, they are going to go very well, and financially they are going to be very profitable. You could be thinking at this time about putting some money aside and even maybe buying a house in the country, maybe buying like a home to spend your weekends, or like a summer home or a summer cottage. You could be receiving or a situation with a woman. This could be a relationship or a different situation with a woman with whom you are somehow financially linked is going to go very well. I am getting a sense of some of you making peace and relaxation, eating grapes. I don't know what this means, but I see grapes here and they're telling me to talk about this, eating grapes. Thinking about Mediterranean culture, Mediterranean cuisine, Mediterranean weather. You may be invited to travel or to go somewhere. I don't know exactly if that's going to happen in November, but at least the offer and the opportunity and the possibility will be there. You are going to receive some good news in terms of legal proceedings, an application of some sort. A permit, a license, courses, classes, workshops, a test, an examination, passing the bar if that's the case for some of you, or being approved for something major. You may have to deal with a public notary during this time, having to fill out important documentation where your signature is going to be important. You may end up either thinking of buying a piece of property or investing into a small business or a small property. I'm even getting, for some of you, things that are connected to a piece of land. It could be through family, an inheritance situation, whatever the problem was with it. If it was about a signature, the proper documentation, it feels like now it will be approved and the situation may be resolved for you and for other family members that maybe were tied into or were connected to this piece of land. You are going to hear during this time from family, relatives, friends who live in far away countries. I even get a sense that for some of you, I know that people still get married and go in their honeymoon, and for some of you, it's still going to be possible to be married and to go in your honeymoon. You are going to be very careful with your finances. Keep hush about money. Save as much cash as you can, because for some reason I'm also getting here that it's one thing to have money in your bank account and to save money, and one other thing is to have maybe like an extra account with an emergency cash or just put some cash aside. A reimbursement is now coming through. Maybe you had to return something. I keep saying in many videos, including your signs, for a while now, that you need to keep your receipts for possible returns, possible reimbursements. And for some of you, this is exactly what may be happening here. You may be preparing to host some sort of an event that could be outdoors, and maybe you could be, or maybe you are preparing for the holidays and you could be redecorating and cleaning the outdoor areas like the deck, the backyard, the front yard. But whatever this is, it feels like some of you are going to end up with something that is going to look very, very lavish. You're going to be very creative. You may be selling during this time. The book rights, the screenplay rights, whatever you are working on, you are going to be selling something here that, or your creativity is going to reward you emotionally. Your skills, practical skills, your ideas, your thinking, it looks like they are going to save the day. They're going to save you from a circumstance. You may do some of that work yourself and ending up saving a lot of money, but also due to your quick and witty thinking, you may end up saving the day at work. I hope that this is making sense to you. Do leave me a comment down here below, and if you'd like to know more, you can always go to the Vimeo videos for download and purchase, and the link for the Vimeo videos is posted down here below in the show more description box. Or if you'd like to receive a third additional reading, please join the membership program. Click on join right here next to the subscribe. Email me if you'd like to know more about the energy clearing workshop in November 7 that is going to take place on Zoom. Email me at lightworker@gmail.com if you'd like to have more information or if you'd like to register for it. And also do visit my website www.lightworker.com. Thank you very much for being here, and I will reconnect with you in the next video. Bye for now, Scorpio.